What's up YouTube? Today I tried to build the strongest Guardians of the Galaxy themed deck possible, at least without including Zabu or Silver Surfer. So for flavor and style points we have all 5 of the OG crew that all also happen to have somewhat similar effects. We have Rocket Raccoon, we have Star-Lord, we have Groot, everyone's favorite tree, we have Drax the Destroyer, and we have Gamora in this deck. All gain power by being played in the same location as our opponent played a card in that very same turn. And as the newest addition to the crew, we also had to add Mantis, also a very similar effect, except that she draws a card from our opponent's deck instead of gaining power herself. And of course, we could also add some more cards that are somewhat associated with the Guardians of the Galaxy, like for example Yondu, or Cosmo, or maybe even Thanos, who all play a vital part in some of the movies, as well as the latest Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, but they don't really synergize with the deck at all and they would make it significantly weaker. So I stuck with the OG 5 Guardian crew plus Mantis, and the rest of the deck is just synergistic and trying to maximize the effects of these unrevealed predictions. So a very natural fit here is Daredevil, really taking advantage of mostly Gamora. Being able to see where your opponent plays on turn 5 allows you to either snipe that play with Gamora or to Professor X one of the other locations to secure that one safe and soundly. I personally also like to play Mr. Fantastic in this deck, not just because it's a very strong standalone card, but also the strong synergy with Professor X still being able to add some power to a location that is currently locked down. And Mr. Fantastic also happens to be the only way for us to reach locations that are otherwise completely restricted, like Sanctum Sanctorum for example. Another tech choice that is very cute in this deck is Adam Warlock, and I'll be quite honest, this is the very first time I've ever played this card in any deck because it's not a good card standalone. But what it does do very well is bait our opponent into playing into the Adam Warlock location. So your opponent can either play somewhere else and we just drop our Guardians of the Galaxy next to Adam and he's gonna keep drawing us cards. More likely than not, our opponent will try to not allow us to draw cards with Adam Warlock and play their own high power cards there, and we can just counter them by playing Groot and Drax and so on curve into the Adam Warlock location. I've tried some other tech choices in this spot. We can also play Storm to flood a location so that it's more obvious where our opponent is going to play later in the game. Spider-Man also has a somewhat similar effect, and both worked okay in this deck, but they're a bit more expensive and have lower power values. And I personally found that Adam Warlock is just the most effective bait, the most consistent bait at making your opponent play into certain locations. And also at that mana cost has a pretty big upside if he does manage to draw us a couple of extra cards. Shang Chi is definitely also an experimental tech choice. I personally am a big fan in this deck though, because we don't really have much counterplay to our opponent's stuff, and Shang Chi can really steal a couple of games in a surprising fashion. Odin is also pretty cracked in this deck. You generally try to play Odin into a location that is hard contested and where you already have a couple of Guardians of the Galaxy set up. So a perfect scenario will often be that you will steal one of the locations with Professor X. With Daredevil's superpower, you can guarantee that sometimes. And then you just try to win one more location and you can really double down into that location with Odin. And last of all, another important message here. I don't think this deck is super strong in a vacuum. You can definitely find decks with a higher power level, but I climbed from rank 97 to infinite with this deck exclusively. And I wanted to make a point with this video, and that is, it doesn't really matter what kind of deck you play as long as you play it well enough. Like, any mediocre deck can get you to infinite as long as you play the deck well enough and as long as you snap and retreat very effectively. And I felt urged to say this because a lot of comments on my videos and other creators' videos recently were like, this deck sucks, I can't win cubes with it, or something like, I keep on running into Series 5 and Series 4 cards and I cannot win against them, this game is so pay to win, and so on and so on. And over the course of the last couple of videos, I've only been playing very experimental, fun, and honestly subpar decks, many of them also being Series 3 only. And although it did take a little while, it's definitely a slower climb than with all of the meta cards, but it is possible to consistently climb and to hit infinite with this as long as you play well enough. And if you'd like some help with climbing and improving at this game, I also do offer coaching. I'll leave the link in the video description. But if you just want to see this deck in action and want to learn from that, I've also got a bunch of spicy gameplay examples for you right here. That was also my first intuition. But like, if we play Adam Warlock, there's less of a reason to play Chavez, if that makes sense. Fuck. Because Adam helps us draw through our deck already. Okay. I thought like they already played Quinjet blindly, they probably play another card blindly as well. Ooh, I could leave the rocks. One is probably playing a death deck. I could Spider-Man middle on turn 5 to win it. Nah, I like destroying the rocks, I think. So they get 6 death triggers. Or just X middle next turn. We'll see. Maybe I should just play Shang Chi with the current featured location. Everyone's playing death. Oh man, I'm nailing this. Double death, I guess. They're both gonna cost 3. X mid. Spider-Man is straight up better because if my opponent does decide to play middle, we can still take it over. They got Gamora. Odin is technically better than Gamora. And just go out on the assumption that they probably can't play anything middle. Like they can't get power into middle. So if they go double death right side, they go to 26. We go to 8 plus 3 plus 3, 14, 27. Bring it on. Got him. Oh, that feels good. Would have also beat double death by 1 point here and 1 point here. Whew. But yeah, for some reason, I think not playing Storm in this deck is actually good. Okay. It's not the same person as earlier, right? We don't know if they're also going for the death tag. Okay. Now it gets interesting. And let's flip the middle location around. An opponent filled up their hand. Where are they gonna play? I'm still feeling like they should be playing left. Is Spider-Man better here? Makes my Gamora more likely to hit next turn. Okay, Ghost Rider probably. Wait, but like X left and Odin middle, Odin right. Oh, they can probably play Blue Marvel though. Something to watch out for. So they might be more ahead of us than we think. Okay. Can this come down to tiebreakers? Because if they do play Blue Marvel, the right side goes up to 18. I just X. Seems like the safer way. Dodging some random... What do I know? Doctor Dooms. Or an Ultron, maybe. Who knows what they're playing. Like, Gamora left should seal the deal, right? Odin is better. If they play something, Odin is actually... No, Gamora is 14 power, Odin would just be 13. If they discarded Thanos, they don't have space for Ghost Rider. Dazzler? She doesn't activate. Or... I say they're not playing Blue Marvel, I just go Helicarrier here. I think this is better though. I think Blue Marvel is fairly likely. Okay, GG's. She works like Mojo. The wording is very different. I haven't seen her activate yet. But I'm pretty sure it means like if all 3 of your locations are completely filled up. Like from collection level 1000 and a bit up to 3000, it can be a bit strenuous. Okay, if I had a better hand, I'd snap, but this is not something I want to work with. Okay. Could be a lot of things. Okay, this is probably a death combo deck with She-Hulk, Killmonger. Most definitely. That's not good for me. Okay, I'll let my opponent do the Killmongering. And then I'll Drax left. Then I have to no-scope a Professor X, and then maybe we have a shot at winning. No Killmonger? Okay, only 1 death trigger so far. But I'm pretty sure they're playing Killmonger left now. So Drax ties it, Mr. Fantastic wins it. And it's a well-concealed like win for us for that location. But it's still hard to win. Because my opponent is for sure gonna play into the right side afterwards and I can't just Professor X it. Like I want to snap, but I don't think I can. What a mad lad. The left side's ours and they have 4 death triggers. Okay. I mean, I can't just go Gamora Odin middle, right? Doesn't that just straight up win? I'm not sure if I beat Death She-Hulk, that's the only issue. Plus something else. Like they could technically lead her. I think I want to play this out, but I want to not snap. This is too risky. Spider-Man Ride would have actually won it if I predict the wave play here. Spider-Man Ride wins me the game. Unless leader, of course. It's just a Spider-Man. Get out of here. Give me my cubes. I'm wondering if I should have snapped. Like, our power spikes were very well concealed. Could have maybe gotten more cubes here. But also, if our opponent has leader, we might be doomed. So, maybe not worth the risk. Wonder for the future of the game. Add very few cards every expansion. I mean, they're not really doing expansions, right? Feels like the game is still in base set. Yeah, kinda. They're more like continuously adding instead of adding singular big expansions. I think the expansions are rather gonna be like the one on January where it's like serious drop, which is kinda like an expansion, plus new game mode, or some new big feature. I feel like this is gonna be good for us generally. We're very good at location controlling our deck. That's annoying. So, like, board space-wise, it would make most sense for them to play left side. Playing a Surfer deck, so this is probably hurting them more than it hurts us, unless they have Killmonger. Do we like snapping? Let's risk it. At least MODOK is not power crap like to friend Zabu. What does MODOK do again? I forgot. They have priority, so if they play Brute left this turn, I might be in trouble. They're probably not really filling up middle though. What if I Raccoon X middle? Like, locking this is highest value because it leaves our opponent with very few board slots, but it's also most prone to losing to Brood. If we had priority, it would be sick. Discard your hand, 5/8. Oh, right. Yeah, that's actually a cool discard enabler. Discard decks have also fallen behind quite heavily. Left side would have won the game on the spot, I think. This is also fine, but we still beat Surfer. So now we just kind of need to win left. We do this and then Odin. We have priority, so we're not scared of Cosmo. Looks good to me. This worked out in the end, didn't it? Only scary thing is if they play Cosmo this turn, but I really don't expect them to do that. Random Daredevil. Yeah, I guess you're right. I kind of... This was just off of instinct. Like, I usually expect Groot plus Star-Lord to cost 5, and we're on turn 5, so... I kind of forgot about the discount for a second. Oh, wait, they can beat me with Fantastic. They play Fantastic as well. Ooh, snap. Shit. I don't think I should retreat here, though, because they still have 3 cards left in deck, and they need specifically Fantastic and Surfer to beat me. There's a realistic chance we lose this. Like, if our opponent snaps back, we might be running here. Oh, we win. By 1 point and by 1 point. Woo! GG's, that was a close one. I got scared there for a second when Mantis pulled Cosmo because that decreases the likelihood that Fantastic or Surfer are left in the deck. But this played out just about perfectly. And having priority was also super important. Technically, I could do the same, I guess. Just play a death for 1 mana. Besides that, there's literally 0 synergy. Okay, interesting. Oh, and we top deck a Groot? Sick. Is Groot big enough? Or do we go Bam Bam? I think I prefer this. I should have snapped. Now it's too late though. The Wasp was main deck, so we're probably playing against Patriot, which means there's a good chance they play Ultron. Is Jubilee good here? I don't think she is. What, Ironheart Titania? Looks a bit weird. Let's try it. If this is Brutes, okay, it would have been perfect for us. Doesn't really help. Because we want to lock him out of middle. And that also allows us to get Titania back. Wasp and She-Hulk, what deck is this? I should have snapped way earlier. Still trying to figure out the deck, so I'm not thinking enough about snapping. She-Hulk? Lockjaw. Yeah, it's probably Lockjaw. That's actually a very good call. Yeah, Wasp could also be Lockjaw. It doesn't have to be Patriot. Like, there's no good reason to play it at that point in time, I feel like. Okay. That might make things more awkward. Funny thing is, I can play Shuri middle, give them Titania, and if they want to play something else middle, they give Titania back to us. I think I've... Tricky. Oh, that's not good for us at all. That is not good at all. Just leave Titania on their side. I don't think we're winning middle. I kind of have to try though, but it's a Lockjaw deck. They probably have big stuff. Although they already played She-Hulk and Magneto, they might still have Chavez. They play Chavez, they get +6, they're at 17. We go to Roots 11. Oh yeah, we would actually beat Chavez. Might work. Oh wait, the deck got replaced. They don't have Chavez, it's random cards. We already saw 3 of their main deck cards. They have 1 main deck card left. Oh no! I think we're just barely losing. Oh damn. Yeah, that was a very confusing game. Oh, we get him with the Adam. Angel tech to thin? No. If I wanted to thin my deck, I would play Chavez. How about both? That would work. But no. Oh, that's not good. Wait, what are you? Turn 3? Maximus? Maximus actually beats my Groot. Lord?
I am Groot.
Now I getcha. I should probably run here. I'm too tempted. Okay, I need to leave this open for Shang Chi. How YOLO are we here? If I X left, like, Fantastic can't reach it anymore because of Crimson Cosmos, so... It's only middle and we're assuming our opponent plays right? Left doesn't make sense. We can't get power there anymore. Plays mid-high card and Zola after. Well, if the thing is, if we X left, we can't win. We're gonna have to win on tiebreakers, and we can't win on tiebreakers. Okay, so far so good. Actually cracked at this game. Actually beyond giga cracked at this. Top deck god, I mean it was 50-50 to be fair. Adam really helped, Nova Roma helped. Bye! Thanks for the 8 cubes from your god tier deck. Who the fuck needs S5 cards to climb to infinite? Come on. Let's get real here.
Victory.
99, baby! Final stretch. Maybe I should play the Victory Road music from Pokemon. You are dead. Lethal Protector. Ronin. Icon. Okay. You might be the one. The name is in the data mine? Oh, okay. I didn't even know that existed. Interesting. I don't have anything I'm happy to play into Bar Sinister. I just hope my opponent plays something huge and I can Shang Chi it. Fuck. Not good. I could Odin left. Assuming that this is like the Zabu deck. They don't have Apocalypse in that case. The Draculas might not be that huge. I don't think I want them to get Odin. Also like, whoopsie, not this one, but like Star-Lord right, fantastic middle. Oh wait, is this animation spam? Oh fuck. Ah, thank you. I didn't know they added that. This is the first time I've ever seen this. We believe. We gave them Shang Chi. We just need to go tall in the middle. I guess we can add 2 power to the left. If they're not snapping, I think we can sit this out. Keep it up, nice. Nice, ooh, no infinite.
Victory.
Only 2 cubes left. Yo, thank you, Hip Twisted. Really, you followed for the mustache and not for the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 Infinite gameplay? I'd still take it. Shin Thanatos. Ooh. 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 Okay, Adam is not even that good here, is he? Because if my opponent skips, it's a tie. -1 Adam. Groot. Fantastic also. Ooh. Yo, Rin! Thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Much appreciated. Congrats to everyone who managed to snag one. Okay, I think I leave the last slot open for Odin right side at the end. This looks Surfer-esque. Could also be good card's priority deck. Like, we stole their Enchantress, so Fantastic is safe. What we could also do is play this. And then X. Like, keep Professor X open left or right. I think that makes most sense. Okay, isn't Professor X left just good? We shall see. Like, right side doesn't really make sense. We'd still be behind by 1. Maybe one day I'd have my own. Take your time. But thanks for the gifted subs. Appreciate it. Oh, get out of here. Wait. No, this should be good. So what's the power differential here? It'll stay at 3, so my opponent can only use 3 mana last turn, but we also outgrow them by 1 each turn. And we're ahead in middle, so I'm expecting a retreat on turn 6 from our opponent. Should be good. They can float Sunspot? Yeah, but if they float Sunspot completely, we just need to take over right side and we win. Right, as long as we play something like Odin right side, like how are they gonna win? Should be it. I think we did it.
Victory.
Oh, Guardians of the Galaxy to Infinite. Pretty sure I'll put that into my CVs at some point. It's possible, chat. Need to believe, conceive, achieve. Follow your dreams. Just do it. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you really need to have serious 5 cards to climb.